What's up, boys? In today's video, we're going to learn how to maximize our early game efficiency. That's going to look like understanding which mineral patches we need to mine with our SCVs, which ones we need to mule, how to build our gas, all that fun stuff. So, before we actually get into the video, I did make another part of this two-part series. I'll put it on screen now. This is the first part, where it teaches you how to go into your options, set up your hotkeys, making sure that you have camera locations available to you. So, if you're interested in this video, please make sure that you watch the other one first to make sure that you actually can do the things that I'm describing in this video, alright? So without further ado, let's get into the video. What I've done here is I've just gotten myself in a game versus the very easy AI, and we're not going to worry about build order or anything. We're just going to learn exactly how to micro our SCVs, how to set up everything, and basically that. So, I'm going to go a little bit fast on the start here, so try to pay attention. Good luck, have fun. I'm going to build a worker and split my SCVs at the start of the game. Notice how I did that? Now, I'm going to set up my camera locations, and I'm going to rally to the ramp. Notice how I set up all my camera locations before my SCV finished. I'm going to go ahead and build the depot, and I'm going to now do mineral micro. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like. That's it. I got all of the SCVs mining the close patches. See that? So there's 4 close patches and 4 far away patches, right? And as I'm microing my SCVs, I'll just explain what they are. So this one is a close patch, and you can see it has significantly more resources down here than one of the far patches, right? So this far patch has 800, and this close patch has 1700. And just like that, while I was explaining it, I have perfect SCV saturation. All of the patches have 2 SCVs on them. And I prioritize the close ones first, and then the far away ones second. Now, while I'm building my gas, I'm going to show you something cool here. Let's say we take these guys off of mining. Watch what happens. There's no SCVs mining these patches. Oh, one came from somewhere. Where did it come from? It came from this patch. So let me go ahead and put another SCV on there. Now watch what's going to happen. An SCV at some point is going to bounce and go to this crystal. Not yet. And there we go, it happened. So sometimes it takes longer times than others, but when you have no SCV mining a particular patch, one of the SCVs from the close patch will go over there and mine it, right? So what you want to do is you want to prioritize the close patches with 2 SCVs, and then the far away patches with at least 1 SCV, right? So let's see how fast I can fix my saturation here with these SCVs I pulled off. So these guys are bouncing a little bit. And just like that, my saturation is perfect again. Notice how all of the patches have 2 SCVs on them. Now, I'm going to do something interesting here. Notice how this far away patch now has 3 SCVs mining it. That is inefficient. It says I have 16 out of 16, which you would think is the most efficient mining, but you got to make sure that all of the patches have 2 workers on them. These far away patches can actually have 3 workers on them, and that's not ideal. So you're going to take one of those and bring it back to one of the patches that has only 1 SCV on it. Now, let's use this SCV to build this gas. Now, the SCV has RNG when it comes to building the gas, right? So, in order to avoid the SCV from finishing the gas here, you're going to want to make sure that you command it here, press your gather hotkey. You need to press the gather hotkey, and then click on the gas. So if I don't do that, watch what happens. The SCV is going to mine the gas, and then see where it came out? It came out behind it. And then it's going to go and return the cargo and come back. And that's just inefficient. So what we want to do is, if we build our gas here, we want to click it up front, and then press G, and click it back on the gas. So that way when it finishes the gas, it will go right in front of the gas, and then immediately start mining it. Now, I went pretty fast through the camera location section. So let's talk about that again. As soon as the game starts, what you want to do is you want to build the worker, like I said, and then you want to double tap your command center hotkey, set up camera location 1 so that your camera location is centered on your command center. Then you want to use your mouse wheel. So in the other video, I talk about how you set up your sensitivity for the mouse wheel, and you want to use the mouse wheel, and notice how my mouse disappears, my mouse cursor here. It disappears, and I can now center my camera on all of the bases that I want, right? So that's how you want to set up your camera locations. You don't want to drag, scroll, and try to center it like this because it's hard to do. What you want to do is you want to keep your mouse in the center of the screen and use alternative means to move your camera. And in this case, we're using mouse wheel, right? But let's say that we want to build a natural command center. We're going to use camera location 1, highlight an SCV, camera location 2, build the command center. Let's say we want to make depots. Camera location 1, build a depot. Let's say we want to make gases in our natural. Camera location 2, build a gas. Let's say I want to build more barracks. I'm microing, build 2 barracks. See how I used my camera location for that and I kept my mouse in the center of the screen, right? I'm not setting up camera locations with the minimap. I'm not dragging my mouse. I'm keeping my mouse in the center of the screen. Let's continue this exercise a little bit more. Let's say, oh my god, I'm being dropped in the main and I need to run my workers away. Camera location 1, control click the workers, camera location 2, mineral walk them, and control group them. So if you don't know what mineral walking is, mineral walk makes it to where the SCVs, you see how the SCVs are kind of all clumped up? They're kind of like bouncing on each other, right? You know, they're all kind of clumped up. And then if I mineral walk them, watch what happens. They all go in a single file line. See how they're like touching each other, joining up? See this? Right? That's because when SCVs are mining, right? When SCVs are mining, they go through each other, right? So mineral walking allows you to go through other units. That's why it's called mineral walking. So let's go back to the example. Oh my god, I'm being medevac dropped. Control click your workers, camera location 2, mineral walk them, and then control group them. See how I put them on control group 3? What this does is I can go and defend the medevac drop. I'm defending it. I didn't lose any workers. Now I need to fix my saturation. I'm going to press my control group, put on gas, and deselect from the wireframe. Notice how I'm deselecting from the wireframe. Click the other gas, deselect from the wireframe. Now I forgot to put an SCV on there. That's okay. I'll just add another one. Just like that. Alright? So let's do the exercise again and see what it looks like fluently. I'm being attacked. I can highlight or I can control click. Mineral walk. I'm dealing with the battle. Oh, I dealt with it. Hit my control group. Put my SCVs back on mining. And that's it. Perfect. Now, look at this SCV. See how this SCV has gas in his hand? And he wanted to mine this crystal? Watch what happens when he does. The gas disappears, and it gets replaced with a mineral. So you lose that gas mining. So to add another layer to this, what we're going to do is we're going to run away, come back, saturate the gases, and press return cargo. And what return cargo does is just that. It returns the cargo. So I don't lose any of that gas. And I just make sure that my SCVs return everything before they go back to mining. Now for me, return cargo is on C, but whatever hotkey works best for you. So the AI is actually killing me. And that is it for Mineral Micro. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like in a real game. That's versus the very easy AI. So what I'm going to do is just rewind the game, go here, and start up the game. So good luck, have fun, and watch very closely what I'm doing. Build the worker, split my SCVs, make sure they're all mining, set up my camera locations, rally to the ramp, And I am going to play a build order. This is going to be double gas. So I'm going to build my depot, and I'm going to put my SCVs on the close patches, and I'm going to start rallying to the far away patches. And notice that I'm spamming my camera locations. Why am I doing that? Just to, make sure that my hands are warmed up. I want to see if any workers are coming up here as well, so I get vision of this area. I'm going to do my eBay trick. I'm going to go ahead and build the gas. And yeah, all of my close patches have mineral miners on there. And there we go. So I'm rallying on gas. And then I'm going to add a worker from the mineral line like this. And I use shift to do that. So what I mean by shift is I'm holding shift and I'm right clicking on the gas so that way they return the cargo and go on gas. Now notice how this one has no SCV on there. I'm going to go ahead and rally there. Right? And see how this one changed? I'm just going to fix my rally and go Reaper, Orbital, Depot because I'm playing double gas. And yeah, this is how you would do it. So I'm going to go ahead and get my gas now, or my factory I mean, and I'm going to pull off of gas and put on the far away patch. Right? Now, I'm going to rally my command center to the low ground, mine the crystal, and then to the center. This guy's going to come back to mining. And see how I sent him immediately to mine the crystal? I can send the Reaper across, rally my factory and my Reaper on there. And my SCV, he's going to go down, mine the crystals, and to the center. I'm going to build the command center, making sure I'm building workers. I'm going to go ahead and build a car, and I'm going to build a starport with this SCV. And see how I'm just making sure that these guys are rallied properly. And now I'm going to rally over here so I can build my depot. So notice how I got perfect saturation, and I'm using my rally to do other things. So I build the depot, and now I'm rallying on gas. And I rally on the other gas. So you see how I did this, right? Now, I don't know if I said it, but as soon as I placed my natural, I added it to the control group, double tapped my control group, and set up my command center hotkey, or my natural screen key, I mean. Right? And that's it. Notice how I rally here, and I rally here. Now, let's talk about how to mule. So, this SCV I'm going to keep here. I'm going to build the orbital, use my return cargo hotkey, and yeah, these guys I'm going to send to the far away patches, or I mean the close patches, and there we go. Now, let's learn how to mule. So, I'm about to have enough energy. This is about to finish. Now, which patch do you mule? Well, the answer is obvious. You mule the close patch, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 close patches. So that's obviously where you mule, right? But muling the low ground is actually wrong. At least in the very early game. In the very early game, we want to mule the high ground. And the reason is because we don't want the mule to die to a Zergling run by before speed even finishes. We don't want it to die to an Adept or even some Reaper Hellion coming in. So make sure in the very early game we're muling the high ground and we're putting the mules on the close patches. Alright? And you can just continue making units and doing stuff like that. So, now here's a great exercise. I'm going to go ahead and get my eBay. And then, oh, I'm going to build a third base. Well, I'm going to camera location 2, camera location 3, build my third base. I need depots. Camera location, depots in the main. I need gases. Camera location 2, gases. Notice how I'm keeping my mouse in the center of the screen and doing all this. I need 2 more barracks. Right? Oh, I need more depots, for example. Right? Oh my god, there's Mutalisk coming. Turret in the main, turret in the natural. See how quick I did that? It's because of camera locations. So, please make sure that you're using these. And that's going to be it for the video. This doesn't cover anything in regards to what units to build, any like build order. It's just mineral micro. Now, we can talk about mineral boosting, where what you'll do is you'll like use shift and make the SCV not decelerate. But I don't actually recommend you do this. You can do this if you're like in GM, but I don't recommend anyone watching this video to do it. If you're interested in mineral boosting, I can make a video on that, but I don't even mineral boost in my games. I've tried it before, and I find that you gain such little eco that if you mess up mineral boosting even one time, you're actually losing more than you would have gained if you just didn't mineral boost at all. But with that said, you can get your command center down 1 second earlier if you do it correctly in the entire early game. So, there's that. Alright, let me know if you have any questions, if you felt like I went too fast. Please use the exercise, guys. Make sure that you're using your camera locations, that you're running the SCVs away, imagining these theoretical scenarios, you know. And with that, I hope you have a wonderful day.